Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's another week. It's another Incentive Concepts Live. Andy Hudson joining you from the Incentive Concepts Live headquarters, world headquarters here in St. Louis, Missouri. We had 28 IC Live episodes in 2020, and that started in March. And this is our 14th episode of 2021. We've already had 133,000 plus views of our videos this year and over 715,000 impressions. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. And during my first episode of the new year, I was talking about my personal mantras for the year, which were hope, optimism, and motivation. And with the way things are going in the world right now, I think those are still some great things to remember. So speaking of hope, optimism, and motivation, let me introduce my favorite co-host here, which is Kevin Hagen, and also Tom Sferratore, something like that. Kevin, what's going on?
Hey, Andy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hope, optimism, and motivation, and Kevin Hagen. It's like, I just think of you.
It's like in a dictionary or something.
It's something like that.
Something like that.
I also had New Year's resolutions. I was going to do 30 push-ups a day for the whole year. I didn't quite make it. I've had a few slips. How are your New Year's resolutions going?
I think those were blown February 1st.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
All right. Hey, can you introduce our guest, please, Kev?
Absolutely. We have Tom here with us today, and he is on actually the top of his rooftop this afternoon for a little better viewing. And welcome, Tom. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for having me. I am doing well. As Kevin said, I am on the roof of my building here, and was hoping that the storms were going to hold out. It looks like we might be able to get this done before then. So hopefully everything cooperates.
Okay. Well, if a downpour starts, just turn everything off, and Kevin and I will take it from there. Okay. But
not a problem.
We're going to stay optimistic. Speaking of optimism, we're going to stay optimistic about that. So, folks, for those of you viewing, if you have any questions for Tom or any comments, put them in the chat. We can read them. And Tom, why are you joining us from the rooftop today?
Well, I'm up on my roof here because I do live in an apartment in Queens, so space is limited, and coming up here allows me to have a little bit more space to actually open a box. And I was going to try to share some views from my roof here, but the overcast skies kind of are taking that away from me. Typically, you'd be able to see the Freedom Tower directly behind where the camera is here to the west. Directly to my left, south here is Rockaway Beach. Favorite spot for the wife and I to go bike riding and sunning and swimming. And then behind me, the trees, the Forest Hills. So yes, there are trees in New York City. To you folks in St. Louis that might not have been here to know.
Okay, well, let me
anywhere else for that matter.
Let me spotlight you again so people can get a wider view of that. You want to just give us a quick view of maybe towards the Freedom Tower at least, so we can get a sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
So don't mind my wonderful roof, but the Freedom Tower would be all the way in that direction, but the haze is kind of, preventing us from seeing anything. Where that plane is flying, if you could see that, that's about to go over Central Park around in Midtown. So not sure if you were able to see any of that. I hope so, but if not, I apologize. You'll have to come visit to see for yourself, and we can do that again.
All right. Well, I'm going to come visit someday. That sounds like fun, but let's just talk in general. How are things going for you in New York? And I know the pandemic hit things pretty hard in New York City. How are things going for your customers as we recover here?
Sure. Things are going well. I'm not hearing sirens going past my buildings every 5 to 10 minutes any longer, so that's a plus. We are starting to see things open back up again, slowly but surely, while on-site events seem to be coming back in some other territories. We're not quite there yet here in the New York City area. A lot of companies are still working on their back to office plans. Some companies aren't going back until Labor Day, others not until 2022. So slowly but surely, some of my customers are back to their offices, not necessarily welcoming visitors just yet, but the way things have been going, it looks like in the not too distant future, we'll be able to return back to visiting customers and doing business in person again.
Okay, fantastic. Well, but speaking of New York City, since you're right there, I have our poll question for this week. And I'm interested in knowing how many private sector jobs do you think there are in New York City? How many private sector jobs do you think there are in New York City? You have any ideas, Kev? Put that in the chat, by the way, people.
Wow. Maybe 2 million.
Okay, 2 million. So
yeah.
How many private sector jobs are there in New York City? We'll see what people say in the chat there. So put it in the viewer chat and we'll come back to that in a second. We're also having a giveaway today for one of the items that's in Tom's box. And we appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll let you know where to go to enter for that box. With that, Tom, we're here to check out what's in your box. So you got a box cutter right there. Let's go ahead. Don't cut your wrist or anything. Let's go ahead and see what's in that box. Let's go for it.
You got it. All right. Thanks for labeling which side was up for me.
Okay, and you did not peek, right? You did not peek.
I did not peek. Nope, no peeking.
It looked like a fresh cut there, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, viewers, Tom does not know what's in this box, I promise. He promised me. So let's see what's the first thing you got in there.
All right. We have a Lifeline Fitness foam roller. All righty. So this is a progressive roller, padded. This is great for before and after exercise. As an avid runner and snowboarder myself, as the age creeps up in numbers, my body is recovers less quickly than it used to, I should say. So things like a foam roller are great to use once you finish your run to kind of roll out your muscles, allow for the blood to flow to those muscles and encourage that recovery.
Okay, fantastic. What's your preferred exercise routine there in the city?
I do like to run quite a bit, as most people who know me know. I like to do a lot of biking, and I wasn't a big fan of going to gyms, worked out at home to begin with, but with most of the gyms being closed for such a long time, doing some at-home kettlebell weights and body weight strengthening is what I usually try to utilize for my fitness regimen. Not 30 push-ups a day, Andy. That's too hard to keep up to every day.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't even kept up with that. But all right. Let's remember, people, those of you viewing, we want to hear what the theme of this box is, because there's a series of things in this box. So Tom, let's see what else is in there. Okay.
All right. What do we got next? Oh boy, very exciting here. What we have is the Hypervolt Go. From Hyperice. Hyperice is a new brand that we launched to start 2021. They are this is a percussion massager. These are very, very popular within the sports industry. Athletes of all walks of life are using these. Similar to the foam roller, it's a great thing to use either before or after a workout. It helps bring oxygenated blood to your muscles. Again, that helps foster that recovery from your activities. Wonderful thing about Hyperice, you do have multiple attachments that come with this device. They do have their own app that you can actually use to control the device. This is also TSA approved. So when everybody does get back to traveling and, those days standing on the trade show floor for 10 hours and we get back to our hotel room aching, having your massager with you to help work out those kinks is definitely going to be big, and I see this being a popular item for business travelers once that does resume. Another great thing about Hyperice is some of the pro athletes that they are working with. They originally signed Naomi Osaka, the star tennis player, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs for the first in the NFL, and now the NFL is moving towards a partnership with Hyperice. And the latest I saw was Fernando Tatis Jr. from the San Diego Padres. So every walk of life, any type of athlete, this is going to give you great relief. I do use this multiple times a day to help those sore muscles out. So yeah.
Awesome. Great product there. And Kevin, Tom mentioned some of the endorsements there with pro athletes. Are there any other endorsements you're familiar with for the brand Hyperice?
Yeah, I know that they're the official recovery technology for the NBA. They're also working directly with MLB, NFL, PGA, UFC, I believe, as well. And there's probably others I'm missing, but yeah, it's very well known and very used, very popular with the pro athletes for recovery.
Okay, great. And I know Hyperice has a really good social media following out there on Instagram and other channels. You can go, and a lot of these athletes are putting pictures up of them using their Hyperice, Hypervolt and whatnot. We asked the question earlier, how many private sector jobs there were in New York City. Tom, did you make a guess? I can't remember.
I did not. I'm going to say 5.5 million.
Okay, well, yeah, some of our guesses out there were 3.3 million for MP. Dan Bull said 7 million. Brett Sandboard 8 million. Dave Kedzie 4 million. Regina 6. Kate said 3.6. Hopefully more than 3.6, maybe 3.6 million, Kate. And then 7.5 million for Bobby. And the answer is, ladies and gentlemen, 3,586,000 in May of 2021. So Kate Rank, even though she only said 3.6, not 3.6 million, she gets closer to that. And fun fact, and this is courtesy of the New York State Department of Labor, is that the leisure and hospitality industry raised the most recently to over 91,000 people. So that's good news. That shows us that we're coming back out of this, right? Coolio. Okay. Kevin, what was your guess? Were you close or?
I said 2 million, so I was a little off, but Kate was spot on.
Again.
Okay.
All right.
She's always good with these guesses.
A little too close. I don't know.
Yeah, she might be Googling things here, right? Remember, let us know what you think the theme of this box is. Dave Kedzie already said the road to recovery. I like that name, but other people put it in the chat too. All right, Tom, what's next?
Sure. Before I go on, I just want to say that this is the Hypervolt Go. They also have a Hypervolt and a Hypervolt Plus, which are both larger sizes, a little bit more pressure that they apply. Both of those come with cases that we are able to decorate. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that we do have a decoration solution for the Hyperice brand.
Okay. What's next?
All right. Next is, can you see that? CBD Works.
Okay.
So, oh, wow. All right. So this is a sample kit of some products that we have available for CBD Works. We have 3 different tinctures here, different flavors, also gummies and the pain cream. CBD has become another thing that's very popular with athletes. What CBD Works offers that we're selling within this channel is the CBD Isolate. So there is absolutely 0 THC in the product, so no one has to worry about placing this product in a corporate program and then running into drug test issues or anything. I am a big fan of the actual pain cream. When the joints are aching, rub that on and you will feel relief really quickly for sure. My wife has really bad TMJ, and she's been using CBD for years now, and that has had a significant impact in a positive way for her. So definitely, if you have not tried out CBD products, I would definitely recommend it. There is no stigma behind it. Don't worry about it. It's safe and effective and natural.
All right. Cool. Kevin, anything to add about CBD work?
Oh, well said, Tom. I use the pain cream as well on my knees and stuff, and it's amazing. And the 0 THC is really the thing to remember there for, as Tom said, for corporate programs. It won't interfere with any testing or anything like that. So great product lineup.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's keep going there. Remember to put your guesses in the chat there for what the theme is. Go ahead, Tom. What's next?
Sure. One more time, just because it amazes me every time to hear it. How many knee surgeries, Kevin?
27.
Whoa, jeez, that's ridiculous.
All right.
You should just amputate.
I tried. They wouldn't let me.
Next, we have a Lifeline Fitness massage bar. If you don't have access to a percussion instrument like the Hypervolt Go, using a nice little handheld device like this, right on any muscles, you can hit it anywhere that you're feeling the pain, any part of your body. Again, another great tool to help with recovering after an intense workout, or not even an intense workout, but massage bar, again, something else that we keep in the house for after our activities to make sure that those aching muscles get the attention that they need.
All right, cool. Very cool. Very cool. So Tom, you know that every once in a while we invite surprise guests, right?
I do. I understand that happens every once in a while.
Okay, so we invited a surprise guest yet again for this episode, and hopefully she can turn her camera on right now. But we invited Jan Woods from Lifeline to join us today. So here she is. She's on the audio. I don't see her yet on video. Jan, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there she is.
There you are.
Hey,
Hey,
Jan,
Jan.
how you doing?
How are you?
Good,
Jan.
good. Thanks for joining us, Jan. Tom's just unwrapped or unboxed a massage bar from Lifeline. Can you tell us a little bit about that massage bar, first of all?
Yeah, I mean, it's just an awesome piece to throw in your gym bag when you go to the gym or keep at home. And just the way it, the different portions of the massage bar are just, super helpful for, any portion. Just the size of it certainly helps you, keep mobile with it wherever you are. It doesn't necessarily need to be at home. And so I think that, some of the larger massage pieces just don't, you can't utilize them as well as that piece. And it's definitely not as foamy as some others. So a little bit more hardcore and kind of digs in there a little bit for you. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Jan. We like to bring on surprise guests, and hopefully Tom kept him on his toes there. But Jan, tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe your family, where you're based, any of your hobbies.
Well, I think that this attracted me the most too, because I'm originally from the Northeast. So I'm from the Pocono area of Pennsylvania. So my entire family lives there. I moved to the Chicago area in about 2006. And then I kind of built upon my passion for fitness. I've worked on the commercial end of equipment, and now I'm with Lifeline for the consumer side. But I just don't sell. I love the fitness world and always was a runner. And from that, did a couple sprint triathlons. And then somewhere around 40 years old, I decided to enter a bodybuilding competition because my oldest daughter wanted to, and I said, no way. So I said, I'll throw myself in the fire first. And I ended up loving it, and she ended up not loving it. And so then 5 later, it just became a real passion for me in the whole industry. So that's kind of how I got to where I am right now. And behind me, I'm in downtown Naperville, which is about 30 miles west of Chicago. So I needed to match up with Tom. I'm a competitor at heart, and if he was going to be on a rooftop, I was too.
All right, good for you, good for you. And we lost Tom there on his video. Maybe it's raining. Who knows? Well, there he is.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. We're gonna ask you one more question, Jan, because then we want to get back to the box. But tell us really quickly, like 30 seconds, your role with Lifeline.
I'm the national sales manager for the Lifeline Fitness Division. I've been here a year now, and we've just seen a growth within consumer fitness equipment. And so I'm here to grow the line, and the growth in our division fitness equipment has been incredible. And then with that being said, we are very much more of a presence on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and I think that we're becoming a name in the industry again, and I'm here to help it grow. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, wonderful. Well, thanks again for joining us. And Tom, you still have some things to unbox there, so let's keep going there and see what you got next.
Next, we have our Ecosmart Yoga Mat. This is from Natural Fitness, the yoga division of Life Fitness. I actually have this exact mat downstairs in my apartment. It is the one that I use for set exercises that I mentioned before. Really lightweight, really comfortable, really gives you that enough cushion to do everything you need to do with your workouts.
Okay, and Jan, what makes this product unique?
Well, I think what makes it unique as well is just the way I think that the texture is on that. I don't know if Tom has done, I like yoga, but I love hot yoga. And so with the texture on that as well, when you are in hot yoga, 100 degrees, you need that to to be able to grip you, or you're just going to slip and slide. So like he said, it has a lot of cushion, but the way that it's designed, it's very helpful in that element as well. So
Okay, very nice, very nice. So we got our yoga, we got our massage bar, we got a hyper ice percussion massage device. So we're doing pretty well. We have some CBD works products so far. So make sure to put in the chat what you think the theme of Tom's box is. All right, Tom, what's next?
All right. Sorry, just trying to keep everything in front here. Finally, we have our natural fitness yoga kit. So this is an individual yoga mat that we just looked at. We do also have a kit that covers everything that you would need to go to your yoga class. So within this package, let's see.
While you're unzipping that, Kevin, with all your knee surgeries, maybe some yoga in your future?
Well, maybe.
All right.
Good.
Go
So
ahead,
the kit comes with a carrying case, and within your carrying case comes with a natural fitness yoga mat. Every one of these that's sold, they plant one tree, which is a nice environmental message as well. Cork yoga block, which I'm not familiar with too much of the yoga world, but Jan could tell us all about how you use a fitness block, yoga block in there.
yeah,
A strap. Go ahead.
yeah, no, with the yoga block, I would not consider myself so much a yogi. I always go in the row. I'm not really good at it. I'm just not. But when you have a yoga block like that, if you don't have the flexibility to bend all the way down so your hands touch the ground, or there's certain movements, that block kind of raises you up so that you can be in those poses, because you're really not so flexible. So I usually grab two when I'm doing yoga, for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff. Kevin, what are some uses for yoga out there in our industry, in the P&I world or corporate gifting world?
Well, we all know that this one category is very hot right now, obviously, for working out and in home, and obviously health and wellness is very important to every customer and all companies. So I think this was a great item at a great price point that would help people just, stay healthy and stay fit. And that's what people are looking for with corporations. And it's big in casinos. It's big everywhere right now. So it's a massive category that can make a lot of sense.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Kate Rank, who's tuning in, says she was born and raised in Naperville, Jan, and she's on our team. So you guys are going to have to connect at some point here and talk about your favorite haunts there in Naperville. All right, Tom, we're getting close to the top of the hour, so we want to look at if there's anything else in the box that you want to show us. And you're on mute, my friend. So I guess you're going to have to unmute yourself. But while he's unmuting, the viewers, make sure to go to incentiveconcepts.com/unbox. And that's where you can enter to win one of these awesome gifts that we're unboxing today. So incentiveconcepts.com/unbox, and we'll leave that entry form up until 4:00 Central Time today. All right, Tom, anything else in there?
Yep, the last two things are another yoga mat. This one is a little bit thicker, more durable, going to provide more stability and be slip resistant as well.
Well, that's what we do when we go outside. Sometimes the audio cuts out on us. So Kevin or Jan, anything else to talk about these yoga products or Lifeline?
Like Kevin had said, they're a tremendous seller for us, and being in the consumer side of this, people can do this anywhere. And what I'm finding as well in a lot of companies is that a lot of people are exercising more, but they still feel a little bit worried about maybe going to see a physical therapist or get a massage, and they're taking care of things on their own. And, I know you had just, there was another massage piece prior to this. So I think that this is all, very, very helpful. And I think the industry is growing with this, especially with anything with repair and therapy. Yeah.
Okay. Tom, we lost you there for a minute. We're getting close to wrapping up. Any closing thoughts there from your end over in Queens?
Yeah, sure, Andy. Sorry about losing me there for a second. The storms are getting close. Yes, to Jan's point, all fitness items have been hugely popular over the last 16 months where everybody's been trapped at home. And we have a great brand and partner in Lifeline Fitness to help provide products to the people in our industries.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you for joining us, Jan. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, Janet, or Jan, rather, excuse me, Jan. We appreciate that. And as far as the theme name, there were a few people. We said the Road to Recovery, Dave Kedzie. And then let's see, Kate Rank said for the Olympian and all of us. That's kind of cool. Any ideas, Kevin, for the name of the theme box? Or
I kind of like Ketsy's idea, the Road to Recovery.
okay, and one more just came in from Michael, the road ahead to home health and wellness. The road ahead to home health and wellness. I think that covers everything. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, right on. Well, listen, Kevin, any closing thoughts from your end?
No, Jan, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, Tom. Great job as always. And Andy, I want to just hear you say Tom's last name one more time.
Tom Sferratore. And I think
Hey,
Go Italy.
There you go.
and I think he's
Go
gonna,
Italy.
yeah, root for Italy in the Euros, which is Sunday. So we'll be watching there for sure. I think I might root for England, Tom. So we might have to have a side bet. Jan, go ahead, Tom.
I was going to say I'm pulling for Italy, but I think England's going to win. So
Okay. All right.
Is what it is.
We'll have to keep in touch about that. Jan, it was really great having you as a surprise guest. Thanks for coming on IC Live. Hopefully you had some fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Thank you.
Okay, well, great having you. And folks, make sure to go to incentiveconcepts.com/unbox to enter for some of these gifts. You can enter till 4 o'clock today, and we'll make that drawing first thing tomorrow morning usually. And I want to thank you all again. My mantras at the beginning of the year were hope, optimism, and motivation. So I'm feeling good about that. I'm going to keep those mantras going for the second half of the year. And our next episode, we're coming at you on a Tuesday, which is different from normal. It's on July 20th on Tuesday, 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central. And the name of the episode is handcrafted precision and beautiful function, featuring Kang Shang cutlery. So this is a new brand for us. A wonderful line of very nice knives. Kevin, I know you're familiar with the brand.
Yes, yeah, it's great product. They consider themselves a disruptor in the industry. So
Okay.
Todd will talk a lot about that on the episode. It'll be fun to watch.
Okay, so VP of Sales Todd Myers will be joining us, and we might have a special guest on there too. You never know. So Tom, again, thanks a lot. And Kevin, as always, thank you for being a great co-host. And Jan, special thanks to you for being a special guest with us. And
Thanks for including me on the team. It was awesome. Thank you.
all right, folks, again, incentiveconcepts.com/live, and take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye now.